I'm Mike.
I'm Bob.
You're Inside Tennis with the Cause.
15-year-old Bianca Andreescu of Canada, winner of the girls' 16 and 18s Orange Bowl singles, and currently ranked number 3 in the ITF World Junior Rankings, is preparing to play her first tournament since suffering a stress fracture at the Australian Open Juniors.
Bianca, no doubt about it, you are a very gifted, you're a very great athlete. At an early age, you tried a number of sports. You were doing soccer, you were skating, swimming, and gymnastics. But you chose tennis. Why did you choose this sport, our sport, tennis?
Well, I started playing tennis at an early age when I was in Romania for a while, and I kind of just fell in love with the game. I tried many sports, but tennis just stuck with me.
So what was it about tennis? You fell in love with it. There has to be something special about it for you. Can you find a way to describe that?
Well, I guess just when I held the racket in my hand, I just felt good. I just felt really good on the court.
How about when you started striking the ball? How good did that feel?
Well, at first, it was pretty tough, but I mean, I really had a great coach in Romania who started me off, and I think he really helped with it. But I don't know, I just loved it right away.
Let's quickly go fast forward because there are so many things that have been happening in the last few years. By the time you were 15, you won the girls' 16 Orange Bowl. Major win. But a year later, you win the girls' 18s. Major win there. So back-to-back years, you win the Orange Bowl. You also did very, very well at a very prestigious event, Las Lapitas, at a young age also. But after winning those titles, were you more driven than ever before?
Yeah, for sure. When I won Lapitas, I was pretty young, but even though it was an impressive win, I didn't really know if I understood how that victory would impact my life. But the time I won back-to-back Orange Bowl titles, I had played many ITF and WTA events. Just winning the Orange Bowl back-to-back, it was very meaningful and motivating to me. Gave me the confidence that I could play with the top players and maybe win a Grand Slam this year.
You mentioned WTA, and you're making your mark in the WTA also. What's it like going from pro event to the high-level juniors, back and forth? How much difference is there? How do you prepare? How do you handle both of those venues?
Well, I mean, I haven't played that many WTA events, but I did find a difference. The difference was, I think, that the WTA players, they play much faster, and I feel like they're more focused, because they have the experience. So I think that that makes a difference in between the ITF and the WTA events.
Now, Bianca, you mentioned they played faster. Did you mean the pace is harder of their balls coming?
That's what I mean.
All right, you have impressed me. I told you that, you know that. Now, I'm going to try to impress you just a bit. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Carling Bassett, one of Canada's all-time best players. Who do you think was her very first coach? Who do you think took her to her first national competitions?
Her coach. Ooh.
I'll help you. Her father,
Tough
John,
question.
coached her for a while.
Know?
But I coached her. I was her coach between age 9 and 11. And
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Oh, that.
How small is this tennis world? So what do you know about this Canadian icon, Carling Bassett? And have you ever met her or spoken to her yet?
No, I don't really know much about her, and I've never met her, but what I do know is that she was a great Canadian tennis player who helped forge the future of tennis in Canada.
Absolutely, indeed. You get opportunities to do some stuff with some of the best players in the game. Canadian's current number one player. You get a chance to spend time with Jeannie, don't you? Jeannie Bouchard. What is that like? Were you a little nervous? How do you handle going on the courts with these great players?
It was very exciting to play with Jeannie in Miami. I mean, I wanted to prove myself that I belonged with them. But like I said, the pros hit much faster, basically. But I think I handled myself all right. Jeannie's a very nice girl. I really like her, and I love to get to know her better.
Have you had a chance to meet or spend some time with Milos?
I've met him once at the Uniprix Stadium while I was in Montreal.
Is he a rock star of tennis?
Oh, he is a rock star. He really had some amazing results these past couple of years, and I think it's really benefiting tennis in Canada right now.
You know, he's a very cool guy. Absolutely a cool guy, but he seems to change his hair on a regular basis, sometimes slicked down, sometimes parted in another direction. What hairstyle do you like best on him?
I like it when he puts gel in his hair and he just keeps it up. It's all about the style.
It is all about the style. But he almost looks like Superman when he has that hair slicked back.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. All muscular.
You're not coming up shorts with a tennis coach, are you? Tell us how lucky you are to be working with a former top tenor and a Wimbledon finalist. And what's her name?
Natalie Toziak.
Yes, indeed. So what's it like spending time with her? And where do you think she has helped you the most so far?
She's a really amazing person. She's a real professional and has been very supportive of me both on and off the court. She knows what it's like growing up with tennis, with all the traveling and time away from home, and has worked hard to make me feel comfortable in that environment. Right now, we're working on basically just improving my baseline play and my serving and my mental strength.
It took you over 7 hours to complete the Orange Bowl. What did you get out of that one?
I know, it was a crazy day that day. We started maybe around 10 a.m. and finished around 5. I just try to focus on what I can control, because obviously I can't control the weather. I just stayed focused and blocked any distraction. I think it was a really good experience for me, because I'm sure I'm going to have more days like this in the future.
Some people feel that to be the champion, there got to be sacrifices. You're a young champion. So to reach that full potential, sacrifices are probably part of the way it happens. Are you ready for some of those sacrifices? Have you already had to make some? And if so, what are some of those sacrifices that you already have had to make?
Yeah, for sure. Being a tennis player requires to make a lot of sacrifices. And I think I'm ready for these sacrifices. The greatest sacrifice so far have been having time away from my family and not having my friends where I can hang out with every day.
How have you been able to not let that get you down?
Well, I chose to play tennis and to travel, so I kind of have to deal with these sacrifices. But I mean, I FaceTime them pretty often, so...
How about style of play? What would you say your type of game is? How do you like to play?
I think that I'm an aggressive, hard-hitting baseline player that likes to change the rhythm.
That's very smart. Did someone tell you that, or do you have an instinct that you know that works in certain situations?
I just kind of developed it over years. I don't think... no one has told me to play like this. It's just kind of coming from me.
So, to be a champion, you've got to have dreams. And before you go to bed some nights, what is running through your mind that you're personally setting goals and aspirations and achievements in your mind before you even have a chance to talk with your parents or talk about it to your coach? What is running through your mind, Bianca?
Well, right now I'm injured, so I'm really focusing on healing. But in the future, right now, I'd love to become number 1 in the world. I want to win a Grand Slam, and I'd like to be the most successful tennis player in the history of Canada.
So who have been some inspirational people in your life, in your career?
Oh, for sure, my family. They've been very supportive of me and had made many sacrifices. Also, I think that my game style is a lot like Simona Halep, so she inspires me a lot. But I want to be unique. I want to be Bianca Andreescu.
Well, it's the best of both, admiring a champion and wanting to be yourself at the same time. All right, so you ready for this last question?
Yes,
You know,
always.
to achieve this success it doesn't come without challenges along the way. So you're young still, but so far, what's been the biggest challenge that you've had to overcome? Other than being on the road and being away from your parents, have there been some other challenges?
I think right now, and in general, the greatest challenge is staying healthy. I've pushed myself really hard at times and played through injuries because I wanted to win so badly. But now I'm learning that I have to have a total plan for health and wellness if I want to have a successful career, because I think one thing that pulls down someone is being injured. So it's really important to stay healthy.
You're very refreshing, and the press, they're going to love you. You're very refreshing. You'll bring something to the game.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Boy, I enjoyed this.
Much cause.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. So I will look forward to tracking your career, to following you in the remainder of the juniors and then into the pro tour. Well, thank you for allowing me to have so much fun today.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
Good, good.
Thank you, cause. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm John Isner, and you're Inside Tennis with the Cause.